All right, if you missed a Zoom lesson today, or even if you're just coming back to see it again, we will be having an assessment tomorrow just to see where you stand. So one of the things that's going to be on the assessment tomorrow is writing ratios as fractions in simplest form. When you're writing a ratio as a fraction, the first number that comes in the ratio is going to be your numerator of the fraction, and the second number is going to be your denominator. And then when you simplify ratios just like you simplify fractions. So when we're looking at 7/28, you can divide both 7 and 28 by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1, and 28 divided by 7 is 4. So the ratio 7/28 is simplified to 1/4. We've got 35/5. It's written with the colon. The number 35 comes first, so it is our numerator. The denominator is 5 because it comes second. When you're simplifying that, you can divide both of those by 5. 35 divided by 5 is 7, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. So it's simplified to a 7:1 ratio. The last one is 45 over 55, which is 45/55. 45 and 55 can both be divided by 5. 45 divided by 5 is 9, and 55 divided by 5 is 11. So we have 9/11. When you're finding the unit rate, in this first problem, we've got 250 miles in 4 hours. When you find a unit rate, we want to know how many in 1 hour. So we make a rate where we have 250 miles in 4 hours. And then to get a unit rate, we want 1 as the denominator, 1 hour. So we don't care how many miles we can go in 4 hours. We just want to know how far you can go in 1 hour. And we're dividing by 4. 4 divided by 4 will give us the 1, and then we have to also divide the numerator by 4. So we've got 250 divided by 4. 4 goes into 25 6 times. 6 times 4 is 24. 25 minus 24 is 1. Then we're going to bring down the 0. 4 goes into 10 twice. 2 times 4 is 8. We subtract 10 minus 8 is 2. We've got a remainder here, so we're going to add a decimal point and a 0 and a decimal point above, because this is still 250. And then we're going to bring that 0 down, and 4 goes into 25 times. 5 times 4 is 20, and 20 minus 20 is 0. So we can go 62 and 5/10 miles per hour. Then we've got $14.24 for 8 gallons. So we're going to put our rate as $14.24 over 8 gallons. When you look for a unit rate, we don't care how much it costs for 8 gallons. We want to know how much it costs for just 1 gallon. To go from 8 gallons to 1 gallon, we divide by 8. 8 divided by 8 gives us that 1 gallon. Whatever we do to the denominator, we also have to do to the numerator. So then we've got $14.24 We're going to divide that by 8. 8 goes into 14 one time. 1 times 8 is 8. We're going to subtract 14 minus 8 is 6. And bring that 2 down. 8 goes into 62. Oops, I have to put my decimal there. 8 goes into 62 7 times. 7 times 8 is 56. 62 minus 56 is 6. Then I'm going to bring my 4 down. 8 goes into 64 8 times. 8 times 8 is 64. So we have $1.78 per gallon. When we're looking at a unit rate from a table, we want dollars per pound. You can go to any column as long as you stay within that column and you can divide. I like to go to the easiest one, so I'm going to go to the $14.50 divided by 10, because to me dividing by 10 is the easiest. So I do $14.50. I divide that by 10. 10 goes into 14 one time. 1 times 10 is 10. 14 minus 10 is 4. I bring down my 5. 10 goes into 45 4 times. 4 times 10 is 40. 45 minus 40 is 5. And then I bring down that 0. 10 goes into 50 5 times. 5 times 10 is 50. 50 minus 50 is 0. Oops. 50 minus 50 is 0. So we've got $1.45 per pound. $1.45 per 1 pound. LB is pound. All right, that's it for today. If you missed the Zoom lesson, you need to copy these problems and put them into your notebook. And if you were at the Zoom lesson, you should already have them in your notebook.